Kym is now mute and the mark of the pact is branded on his tongue. Such is the price he must pay for a pact with a beast as mighty as a dragon. The goddess Fudiai is killed. Seals that protect the world from chaos will be lost. Kym's friend Inuard is with her, but Kym cannot delay. He must hurry to the goddess and save her. Okay, so we're doing indoor battles.
On the top floor of the keep. Please, hurry, sire.
Yeah, okay, so what I want to do, I think I need to go over here. Yeah, so that, why'd I want to turn them off? I wanted to see how long they take to die. I go up these stairs, and gotcha, I'm gone. Cool. So I got one of two weapons in this verse. Next one, I need to go... Yeah, I see where. Leave me alone, please. No, this way. Because there are stairs right over here.
Even at great distances, pact partners can hear each other's voices.
So this is the power of jumping.
Upwards, upwards. The seal is above.
It's really
the
dumb.
seal is there.
The voice? Well, it is akin to sending thoughts through the air.
Like, this is proper stupid. No, please. Yeah. Okay, this is why you shouldn't get ganged up, because they will swing at you,
Remember our pact.
even when you're swinging.
Live.
Yeah. So what you need to do is kill everyone on these, like these groups of two. Yeah. 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 So luckily, once you actually get into the room and you're able to walk up to the groups of two, the groups of two by themselves are really easy to take on. It's just getting to them is the tricky part, and not being ganged up on by the other people outside the
The
room.
world's oath, they are the same.
So yeah, their enemy force, pretty same, and the frames getting dropped. Well, surprisingly performs better than fucking Drakengard 3, that's for sure. So yeah, I think what I need to do is go over here and get body rocked, and go into here, and there'll be a weapon later. Okay, I need to... Yeah, I know where I need to go. And there's no one here, so I can actually use this to build up some speed. Cool. Don't hit me. Please. I'd rather you didn't.
The Imperial soldiers, their strength is inhuman.
Okay, that's just... Yeah, I'll take it. I'm not gonna get hit much in this chapter anyway. Oh, verse, actually. Chapters and verses are different. Just ignore me. I actually use this to build up some speed.
We
Ah.
must defeat them if we are to move on.
Do I? Do I really? Yeah, I do. Yeah. 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 So I think this creates like a barrier around me that damages enemies that are close by. Cool. Gotcha. And you're near death? I can't fucking see you. God damn it, camera. Cool. And this treasure box is right over here. It is the key.
Lady Furii is further within.
And you do actually have to kill everyone in this room. They will not allow you to move forward with enemies in the vicinity. No. No.
Goddess,
Back off.
kill, seal.
Yeah, that guy's okay for sure. Mentally stable. The very definition of. Yeah. I'm pretty sure if there's a circle next to a health bar, that's like the group leader, and you should focus them down. Because if you do that, then the other enemies around them get weaker, I think? I think that's at least what I read. Anyway, we're done here.
Lady Furii's chamber lies ahead.
Cool. Yeah. I'm gonna equip the Knight's Vow. And then I remember not being a fan of a normal sword because it's small.
Stop!
Furii!
Ah, go!
Time!
Yeah, I'm coming.
Chaim! It's enough. He's dead. Full of bloodlust as always. But you helped me. Once again. Chaim, you cannot speak. A pact? The castle is no longer safe. I thought I would take Furii to the elf village. Since the elves are bound to eternal neutrality, their village will be a safe haven from the Empire. While it may be dangerous to take the goddess from the castle, what else is there to do? Furii is the goddess that protects the sacred seal. But before that, she was my betrothed. I will protect her. And what about you, Chaim? You once called Furii your sister.
Yielding to Inuart, Kaim agrees to go with Fudiai and Inuart to the Elf Village. Happy for their chance to travel with Fudiai, Inuart sings a song. Little does he know that a false hope leads him.
Perhaps we should celebrate. The usual song?
So, welcome to the world map, where you can actually select your chapters. We finished chapter 1, here's chapter 2, and there's something to notice. This is the Iberian Peninsula, just rotated on its side. So, the thing with Drakengard is that there's not only just story missions, there's also things called free expeditions. Free expeditions are expeditions which reuse various game maps and say, do various tasks ranging from this is fine to go fuck yourself and me, and you get a weapon at the end. This one is probably the easiest one. It's the Castle of the Goddess in the sky. You're just tasked to kill all the enemies. And as you can see, it's just a straightforward aerial mission. Now, of course, various missions will throw on various requirements that are just like, seriously, for real? We'll see those as they pop up. But this one is just fly around. It's just it gives you a weapon. It's pretty much a free weapon. It takes a few minutes. No problem. It can also serve as good practice for, like, hey, there's no stays, you can retry as many times as you want, which, admittedly, do you need to retry as many times as you want? You just need to do it once. And it can serve as good practice for, like, hey, I'm not really as confident, let me just get a bunch of easy targets, like the balloons and the ground targets, and be like, okay, let me practice aiming, practice a bit of dodging, I obviously need more practice dodging if I got hit there. And then again, this was early on in the game. So yeah, it's a pretty alright mission for that aspect too, and it upgrades a dragon too by the end. It helps with that too. Now, unfortunately, I'm using the auto target here, which is a dumb idea. You should only ever do don't home in on stuff. I learned throughout the playthrough, hey, homing in on things is not useful unless it's one of the bat things or other small enemies that die in one hit regardless. Home in otherwise. Don't home in otherwise. Never home. There's better attacks. Like the one where you just shoot the one big target. Of course, that does mean you have to aim better, but you know what? It's better in the long run that you learn how to aim. I still don't understand how they made that the magic attack just so loud and was like, you know what, that's fine. Ship it. It's good. It's fine. Go. Whatever rock. I don't get it. Don't understand. It's so bad. And it's not like that on the ground missions either. I don't get it. Why? Yeah, despite the fact that this is a fairly easy mission and that it's just like, hey, you get a bunch of targets that are mostly stationary, and you just are told go kill. There's a ton of enemies. We're at 52 already. That's kind of ridiculous. There's no doubt that number 60 is somewhere in this pile of balloon. No doubt. Another thing that can be used for practice in these kind of missions are, you see on the minimap, a bunch of projectiles are thrown at you. You can see, yeah, some missions will be like, hey, maybe you should learn to read that. Because it's useful to learn how to read that and know properly when to dodge. I don't want to spoil which missions, but some very late game ones are like, hey, no, use that. You've got to use that, because otherwise you can't see the projectiles. You can see them, it's just, well, you can't see them coming. There you go. And that's the first free expedition down. Took 5 minutes because my skills aren't just top notch, and the dragon could be better. And I get Death Dance for my efforts. Good. Up next, in the Castle of the Goddess, the castle environments. So I looked on the map, and it's like, hey, there's a bunch of guys over in a certain corner of the map, the northeast valley to be specific, and it's just, you come up here, there's a ton of guys, and you just kill everything in this vicinity. That's all that requires you to do. You know, it's not the chest on the ground. That chest, I think, is just a healing item. Healing orb. Just use your dragon, because, well, I think there's archers on the way here, but once you actually reach here, you're just free to go. With, nope. Never mind. It's there are archers in the back. I was wrong. Anyway, still just use a dragon, it makes things go much faster. Because there's still just groups of guys over here. And once they're done, then the chest drops. Now, where does the chest drop? Yeah, I was right, that shit is just a healing item. Luckily enough, most of the time, whenever you're told about, hey, there's a chest on the map, it just shows you where on the map in a big blue chest icon. Luckily. That's useful. So what weapon is this? This is the Hunter's Joy. There you go for your troubles. And third is Castle of the Goddess, the Castle Keep. So you have to enter the southwest stairs from the first floor. And here I am just showing you like roughly where I start on the map and then where I walk to. Here are the stairs. And just kill everyone in here. Leave none behind. They should all just die. Every single one. Even though there's a time limit that is much shorter than the usual time limit of an hour, don't worry too much about it. You could easily get the weapon and still finish the expedition. So some more guys. Admittedly, you should just use more magic attacks. I didn't realize at the time that, like, hey, Kind Sword has a ton of free magic attacks, so just use those. Just don't bother swinging, and while swinging them, if you don't have magic attack, but just don't bother swinging, just use magic. So much better. And here's the Robber King. On the trail to the neutral elf village, the small band and their escort of Union soldiers make camp, but then the dragon hears an ill-omened voice. Hello there. Actually, no, let me talk to you.
I have to live, don't I? As the seal.
Anymore?
I do not wish to trouble the elves. You and Inuart, acting together once again. You and Inuart.
Yeah, okay, you're done. Is there anyone else around here? No named characters at least, and you're the one I have to talk to.
What is it?
They attacked the village of the elves. It may already be gone. I heard a voice. It would be better to go elsewhere.
Nonsense! The Pact Beasts may have powers, but I believe only my own eyes. Come on! We're going to the village now! Furiai!
No, I'm well.
That's not true. You carry the awful weight of the seal. We must find you a place to rest.
Clouds of dark foreboding brood over the village of the elves. In the sky above the neutral lands, Kime encounters Imperial forces amassed in preparation for assault. Nice, let's rock. Okay, so there are a bunch of enemies, so you want to do this and just kind of yeah, okay, you just kind of want to fucking lock onto a bunch of enemies at once, because they don't have a bunch of health, so you don't need to, like, blah. Yeah, you can just do this and then they'll die. No. Okay. Blah. Alright. Cool. Did I not get you? Who knows? Time to go around. Whoa. Okay. There's a few more. And gotcha. More enemies over here. What do I got? Okay, battleships. I'm just gonna run right up to it. And there we go. Cool. Bunch of guys up here. Whoa. Shooting things at me, aren't you? Nope. Okay. Okay. Don't hit me, please. How did I avoid that? Okay. Gotcha. Ooh, that was close. Don't know how I missed. How I avoided that.
Without you, the goddess,
Just
the world shall surely perish. Furiai, Now that you are the goddess, my world is already dead.
So, you are not in the most healthy of mind states, it looks like. Yeah, that's a common theme in this game. No one's in a healthy mind state whatsoever. Okay, you know what? What? No. Okay. Come on, turn. Or you can just do that. Or I can just do that. Okay, I need to get away from here.
Empire has come here. Prepare yourself.
Where? There's my cursor. Yeah, I should lock on because I don't know where I'm aiming. Okay, let's go under. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. Come on. Alright. One more. Yeah. Sick. Man, I need the new PS2 controller because this one has like jank triggers. Well, yeah, like the L2 and R2 are just not the best. I need a new one. That'd be nice. It works, it's just... if only it worked better. I'm just aiming wildly and hitting everything. You know what? Good. Sick. I don't know where where is everyone? Yeah, I know where everyone is. I can see the map, of course, but... Alright, and last view. Oh. Okay.
The elf village must be here. It must be.
Let's go to it.
Good. Now to the village. Hold on.
Alright. Okay.
The elf village lies in the woods across the bridge. It must be
Well,
there.
I'm already seeing arrows. Okay. You know what? Get off. You! Okay, this is garbage. This is a nice... Wait, this is the same moveset. What am I talking about? Give me a sword, please. Okay. More... Okay. Whoa! Yeah, okay, that's not nice of you, now isn't it? Yeah. I see you. Cool. And lastly, so yeah, using Keim on foot, especially when there's a bunch of arrowmen around, is really useful because I can avoid getting shot at easier. But there's also the fact that if I overly use the dragon, then my health won't increase because levels are tied to Keim well, not levels are tied to Kime, but health is tied to Kime's levels. So, yes, I can... Yo. So, while, like, using the dragon is good and can be useful in many situations of speeding up the level, it can also get me hurt a lot. But also...
Empire's forces have come even here. Is the village safe?
But also, I won't be leveling up my health as much, which would suck. Cool. But I will get on the dragon right now so I can travel faster. That's pretty much why you should use the dragon, is the two reasons why. One, traveling faster. Two, actually, I need to do something on this bridge real quick. So, yeah. I think I do. Yeah, I do. Because over here... Yeah, just play the game like this. Actually, that's not a bad way to play it. It's just you have to hold the camera down, and that sucks. So that's kind of garbage. Come over here. Yeah. That's what I'm looking for. Where is it? Right there! So that's kind of what I needed to do in this verse. So for right now, let's get on the solid land. And... yeah. 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 Just how did you live? How did you live? That's unfair. They were right next to me and I used the big dragon attack. Luckily there's no arrowmen. Archers, that's the word. Archers around so I can freely dragon it up. Dragon. Okay, how is that guy alive?
A message. The elf village has been found to the east.
Yeah, okay. Where's that? Okay, I need to cross the bridge first, so I'm just gonna use this to avoid all those enemies.
So far. Can they, Kime?
I can't use the dragon to go in.
Fly in this forest. You must go
Fucking let me off.
alone.
Let me off. I can fucking jump off here, no problem. God damn it. They actually do want me to use the bridge and run through. Okay, game. Let's do it. Let's use that jumping. Okay. Yeah. Cool. If I just jump faster than they can move, then they can't hit me ever. Now we're playing Drakengard. Yeah. Thing is, it's not like 3 in which it has an actual combat system. Unlike this game, which has garbage. So I'm just gonna avoid all. So I just need head strap. I'm just gonna avoid as much combat as possible, and then use free expeditions to actually level up. Right now, no, I ain't doing that. This is some trash. Some good trash. Trash I enjoy, don't get me wrong. This is the most delicious trash. But trash nonetheless.
It cannot be. I see it with mine own eyes, and yet it cannot be.
But it is. Cool. More health. I like that. I'm gonna need that. Cool. Kime and his party arrive at the elf village, but the Empire has been there first, and about them is the aftermath of its unlawful invasion. Inuar despairs as he lays eyes upon the wasted ruins. Then Kime and the dragon hear a voice. Okay, there looks to be enemies.
Village is close. Be careful.
Let's just jump past them. See, look at that. They didn't even have the chance. What are they gonna do? Shoot me? How can you shoot? How can you possibly shoot someone in the air? It's impossible. No one's ever shot down anything in the air. It's impossible.
Hell has come here. What shall I do?
The Hierarch Verdele. I hear his voice.
His voice? The Hierarch has a pack beast too?
Yes, a dragon. A petrified dragon.
Where is he now?
He is at the temple in the desert. He wants you to go to him for your own safety.
Oh, Furiai. You must forgive me. I'm not strong enough to protect you.
But your songs, they calm me.
Songs? I pray for strength. Will you come?
We must investigate further. Go with Furiai and protect her. We shall follow.
The voice is that of the Hierarch Verdele, the spiritual leader of the Union and guardian of the Four Seals, the seal of the temple, the seal of the desert, the seal of the forest, and the seal of the goddess herself. After seeing Furiai and Inuar go to join Verdele, Kime searches for the village. There, beside an Imperial soldier's body, is a message written in blood. Where to? Oh, here. The one with blood.
Speak not the Watchers. Draw not the Watchers. Write not the Watchers. Sculpt not the Watchers. Sing not the Watchers. Call not the Watcher's name. What is this?
What is this? Verse 6, and inside here is a chest. And in it is a weapon. Yeah.
In the valley, the cult of the Watchers has a shrine. They took everyone there.
The Watchers again. What are they?
Cool. A long time ago, there was a dragon who could not fly. This gruff yet noble-hearted dragon had never seen a human until the day he came across a gravely injured knight. The dragon tended to the knight, but when the human opened his eyes, he stared in fright and tried to flee. In those days, wingless dragons were despised by men as ill omens. But the knight recovered and vowed as he returned home to repay the dragon. Many years passed. One day the aged dragon found himself surrounded by an army of men, and he prepared himself for death. "My wingless friend, it has been a long time." Striding from behind the soldiers came the knight of old, now a king with an army of thousands. The dragon let out a roar of delight. This sword belonged to a royal family whose kingdom was destroyed by an evil dragon. The vengeful rage of the family smolders deep within the blade, hidden by the sword's gaudy beauty. Whoever takes up the sword will suffer from the family's bitter curse. Evil dreams will haunt the victim's nights till he is overtaken by baleful death. A king of a certain small nation was struck by the sword's beauty and took it for his own, but he too became plagued by nightmares, and one day his life and kingdom were taken from him by dragons. There is but one means to escape the sword's curse: slay the same dragon that killed the royal family. But no man has yet possessed the strength to cheat fate and break the spell. A long time ago, there was a small nation that was invaded by its mighty neighbor. The country was helpless as the invaders put its women and children to the sword. In the small country, there was a brave and beautiful princess who became determined to save her homeland. She disguised herself as a dancing girl, presented herself to the enemy emperor. The emperor, entranced by the beauty of the dance, immediately fell in love with the princess, but as he approached her, she plunged this sword into his breast and slew him on the spot. After that, the mighty empire fell into ruin and decline, and the princess's country was saved. To this day, every girl of the kingdom dreams of becoming the dancing princess of legend. In a certain country lived a feudal lord. This lord was enamored of the hunt. Each day he rode out to find animals to slay, his favorite hunting sword by his side. One evening the animals of the forest gathered together in council. "We cannot survive much longer. We must kill the lord if we wish to live." So the animals of the forest surrounded the lord's manor, seeking a way in. But when the lord saw them all, he danced with delight. So they all have gathered for the hunt. With the joy coursing through his veins, the lord rode out and slaughtered all the animals, till not one remained in the forest. By the by, the lord lived happily on to a ripe old age. In the kingdom of the Union, a general beloved by the common people slew the wicked queen that had taken power when the king had died. The general came from the lowest classes, making a living as a murderer and highwayman. After killing his 15th victim, he was at last captured by the authorities. Judgment was swift. The sentence was death. But the general had a great advantage. He was an extraordinarily handsome man. When the queen saw him, she could not bear to have him killed. She gave the general all her love, but her love turned to obsession. She became his prisoner, and he took her throne. People who knew him came to call him the Robber King. In a land ruled by a gang of demons, 10 young idealists resolved to take up this weapon and rise against the evil overseers. But not one of the cowed citizenry rose to fight with them. The human rebels were nonetheless victorious. The demons were vanquished as the rebels rebuilt the government. All agreed that the weapon that they used was imbued with the power of the gods. But the young leaders began to forget their ideal of a world without fear. With secret informers and public executions, their rule turned into one of terror and tyranny. The people rose up against them. The 10 were arrested and sentenced to public execution. Once again, the people would witness the power of the weapon that had chased away the demons. When the great shrine was built, young women were chosen to be sacrifices. They plunged this creased sword into their own hearts. The blade glimmers with the souls of its young victims. The first sacrifice was a respected and pious believer. The pure young woman was chosen to serve as the foundation stone of the new shrine. The second sacrifice was a kind girl of the village. Though sad to be chosen for death, she consoled herself with the knowledge that her sacrifice would help others. The third sacrifice was a girl who made her living as a thief. She cursed the gods angrily as her life was taken. At the moment the sword struck home, it coiled and writhed like a wounded snake.